Morning foam lovers, boardshop.co.uk, surfboard review time. We're looking at the Channel Islands' latest release, the Happy Everyday. An everyday shortboard that most people can surf to sit above their grovelers, below their very high performance shortboard, but really a board that will be your go-to board in most of the conditions that you experience on a day-to-day surfing basis. So let's have a little spin around it. In the amazing Epoxy Spine-Tek construction, which just gives you extra performance and maintains that performance for much, much longer, which is the principle of what epoxy construction is about. So you'll be familiar with the Happy, which has been out for a while and has been a popular, more performance-y shortboard, slightly less suited to everyday conditions if there's a bit of wind or a bit of chop. And so what they've done with this bad boy, the Happy Everyday, is giving it a slightly curvier outline, flattened the rocker a little bit through the nose and through the tail. The aim of that is to help the board paddle and get into waves a bit more easily, but also it helps generate speed in flatter sections of the wave, so you carry that speed a bit more effectively. And as we all know, speed's the key to good surfing, easier turning, progression, etc, etc. On the underside, there's a nice single concave which kicks in here, and then it goes into the standard double concave through the fins, or a little bit of flatness out of the back, again to help you carry the speed. But what that concave does is generate lift, which again helps you with speed with paddling and when you're up and riding. 3-fin setup, no need for a 5-in. You're not going to ride this board as a quad really. In the everyday conditions with a bit of chop and what have you, the thruster is the best bet. Fin wise, I wouldn't go for anything too super stiff. Something in the mid-range, an AMPC fin or a Performer kind of template or a carver from the SES2 range will work absolutely fine in terms of release for turns, but giving you that drive and a bit of hold that you might need if the waves are a bit bigger. The Spine-Tek in combination with this board is great because what the Spine-Tek does is kind of store up energy as you push into turns, and as you come out of the turn it gives you more acceleration and more speed. And that speed aspect is something that when combined with this shaped board in a slightly more generous volume and generous dimensions than a more performance-y board, it all combines to make your surfing experience more pleasing. Depending on how you size the board, it can be your more performance-y option. If you go smaller, if you're a more accomplished surfer, or if you're taking your first foray into this kind of short board, then pump the volume up a little bit, gives it a little bit more of a forgiving feel, helps with the paddling, etc, etc. The volume is generous. 6 foot in this is 34.2 litres, but it's not crazy. It's not going to be a board that you find too boaty. The wide point isn't too far forward, so you've still got that element of performance when it's combined with that rocker. You can see, although it's there's still a fair bit of rocker there compared to a more performance-y shortboard, the rocker comes in a bit later and is a bit less extreme. Same through the tail, so it gives you that more forgiving, more user-friendly feel. So if you're in the market for a board that you want to surf every day above your groveler, the Happy Everyday in the excellent Spine-Tek technology is a really good option. Give us a ring or drop us an email if you want to go through the details with us. We'll be happy to help. As always, on the website right now, available on 0% finance. You can trade in an old board against it. And if you don't like the dimensions, come and talk to us about a custom option. Custom lead times are nowhere near as bad as they were during the pandemic. So wait time is a lot shorter now. There we are, the Happy Everyday, the latest bit of genius from Channel Islands. Thanks for watching.